Hello, welcome to this Wargamer. I'm your host, Rob, and I didn't miss a stream streak! So close, though. It's 10:30 at night, and we almost missed a stream streak, but I didn't miss a stream streak, and that's what fucking matters. Dan Don't, thanks for resubscribing. Big love to you. What up, Twitch chat? Whoop, 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 whoop. Obviously, I'm on the back of having spent the entire week painting Age of Sigmar terrain, 40k terrain for an event that we held this weekend. It's been very busy. And then we ran the event today, which was also quite long. And now me and Matt, he's off screen, are just tidying up the venue for tomorrow's event, which means sanitizing all the tables, resetting all the terrain, all that other jazz. So apologies that I was late for the stream streak, and obviously the stream streak wasn't able to continue. Well, it continued, but it wasn't like at the aforementioned times. But we got it in. The important part, we didn't miss a day. Most importantly, because Monday is stream streak 469. That's right, 469 days. I just realised that my laptop isn't charging. 1 second, Twitch chat. One second. So that would have been a pretty bad stream if it had have died because of that. The till PC is keeping itself alive. There we go. Sorry, Gitly, thanks for subscribing. So this Monday is 469. So even though I don't really have anything useful to talk about, although I did actually I've got loads of words about terrain if you guys want to hear about that. Loads of words about terrain. I wasn't going to miss a day. Thanks, Jim Connius, for resubscribing, and thanks everyone else for resubscribing and hanging out. You're all fantastic. Real Wargaming hours, that's it, yeah. So how are you all? What's going on? What's the big gossip today? What's the big story? We held an event today where we had themed boards on 7 of our 8 boards, which was super cool. I'll show you a quick picture. 1 second, I don't know if this cable's going to reach. So you can see there's that Eldar board, which I think looks pretty cool. And then over there, if you can see, is a Necron board. And there is our Orc board as well. And in the corner is a Tyranid board. So that's what has been going on. Very fun. I think super panicky for myself. Yes, Plymouth says, yes! Love you. You're so hilarious. Anna Mumford. I think probably the big takeaway for me today is that I set myself a goal for this weekend, and that was have 40k boards that are functional and thematic. So instead of just random fucking stuff lying around, a themed board that's also functional is 100% achievable with at least 3D printers. I'm sure it could probably be achievable with other stuff as well, but it's definitely achievable with what we were able to do, and I am over the moon about that. Like, so many things I could say about the 40k event today, like great people and everything else, but most importantly, it's possible to have functional and themed 40k boards, and I couldn't be happier, to be honest, because you can do that with Age of Sigmar really nicely. Proved that last weekend. This weekend, another little benchmark, and I'm super, super happy about that. I think it's really good. Hey Stu Redacted, what's going on? Gitly, I've just got back from the Middle of Earth event at the Bad Moon Cafe. Turns out that knowing how to play is prohibitive to winning. Who knew? Hey Shadow Sun, whoop, just chipped in. I hope it all was great. Yes, thank you for the designs. The designs for your stuff. I hope you saw it. At Penguin 2000, everyone did have fun at the event. It seemed like everyone had fun. Which was nice. There was a whole bunch of different types of armies. There was like armies. There was like 9 people called John who played, which was fun. There was a Mordian. There's a guy on YouTube, Mordian. Oh God, he just plays guardsman basically, and he had like 120 or 240 guardsmen or whatever the fuck it was. It was mental. Creator Gator, did you build those tables yourself? No, I didn't. A guy called Fish did, but I can ask him some advice, or maybe we could even film a video teaching him how to, or teaching you guys how to do it. You guys' YouTube channel is called Mordian Glory, if you guys are interested. Thank you, Mask of Man, for subscribing. Look, lol, we have 6 guys named Alex. Lucky they don't come at the same time because there's countrysides. Yeah, we had like 9 people called John. It was so funny. At one point, like John was playing John on a table, which was cool. We had some Death Guard here. We had super nice today. We had three people whose first event it was ever, And I tell you what, a load of panic from me about that, because ensuring that that those people have a good tournament experience for their first tournament. Wow, I wasn't expecting the immediate pressure that I expected, but I was like, oh my god, I've got to make sure those people have a great time, because like, if it's someone's first Warhammer event, you got to make sure that they join the team, right? And they're like, yeah, I had a great time, I'll go to more events in the future. Because imagine that they have a shit time. Like, that's your fault that people aren't going to Warhammer events now. Hey, Superfly Jimmy Snooker, what's this, some in the pub? Yeah. Anyway. But great event, I think. But most importantly, the terrain worked. So if you guys want to go and hang out and build yourself themed 40k boards with the keywords, that's my biggest takeaway, again, from today, is that the biggest takeaway from today is, of course, that I spent most of this game teaching people what the keywords were. People are like, what the fuck are the keywords? I was like, it's a great point. I'm like, how does the terrain interaction work? Like, good point. I think there's going to be a lot of learning for 40k players in 9th edition when they go back to playing tournaments, where they're all going to be like, how the fuck does this work, man? Crazy Horse, it's more of an opponent than TO to make sure people have a good time. I would say the TO has a bit of responsibility, Crazy Horse, in my opinion. I think you can't just throw people in the ringer. I think you should help people have fun. Never been to an event before, always had a bit of anxiety about it, but really want to start attending some AOS events. Mask of Man, you 100% do that. To message a TO, say, hey, it's my first event ever, I'd love to go, do that, and we'll sort it out. I'm not drunk, and Matt is also not drunk. Matt is the venue manager for the TSN Arena. There he is. But he's that's all the screen time he's allowed. TO sets the tone, but players make the memories. Crazy Horse, I 100% agree. But I think it's a TO's responsibility to push that a little bit, I think. But then how can a TO be expected to do that at like a 200-person event? I don't know, to be honest. Thanks, Tristan, for resubscribing. What up? We're saying the same thing. All right, good. I'm glad we're saying the same thing, because it is really important. Yeah. What else is going on in the world? Anyone got anything they want to talk to me? Ask me any questions about late night Warhammer? I mean, it's not late night to some of you people, wherever you are in the world, but here it's like 10:30 at night, and I've got myself a decaf tea, which is nice. And we've got an event in the morning, so we can't stay up too late. But, yeah, I've done a lot of painting this week. I painted 7 boards in 1 week, and I'm tired. Very tired. I can't wait for next week to just chill, play some Age of Sigmar games, talk loads about Age of Sigmar 3, like fucking, and also weirdly start designing more boards, because it's addictive and fun. Any ideas for tweaking terrain going forward? What worked, what didn't? Honestly, Shadow Sun, the biggest feedback that we got, we have you streaming out a local shop and we're building. Yes, Countrysides! Big shout out to all of Countryside's friends, wherever you are. Let us know where. The terrain for the 40k event, I would say the biggest takeaway for me is making sure that there's enough terrain. I feel like I hit the point where it was the perfect amount and not too much, because one of the boards probably had a little bit too much terrain. And I think one of the reasons that we did that was I was really scared that we didn't have enough terrain. Like, it wasn't enough. Like, 40k needs a lot of terrain. And actually, I could probably have scaled back one of the boards, even by just one piece of terrain. That would have been really good. Thanks, Crazy Horse, for gifting 5 gift subscriptions. That's cool of you. And shout out to everyone in New York City. Whoop, whoop. You're the perfect amount, Ron. Thanks, Real Polygeek. And also, big shout out Owen Jackson. Yes. Late night feels like I'm watching porn. While your clothes on, this is After Dark edition. Only from the top. Bottom half, nothing, if that helps you. Yeah. So we've got a 40k teams event tomorrow, and with that done, it's only Age of Sigmar and 40k in the future, and I'm very excited about Age of Sigmar 3. Very excited to be playing some games. And I kind of wonder, anyone who's out there, what armies you're playing at the moment, because I'm kind of going to ask myself, what am I going to play? Yes, Math Mallow, hope you're doing well. Also, don't forget the Frozen soundtrack is fantastic. Whiskey or bourbon? Nothing. Decaf tea is one I've got. I bet Rob, practice what you preach. Train looked amazing and functional. Thanks, Owen. Appreciate you. It's not even 5 p.m, Rob. It's not even late. Yes, Joe Cryer, what up? Didn't know it was kind of show. It's not that kind of show. It's the age of the Maw Crusher, apparently. Iron Joys all the way. Even though I know fuck all about 40k, says Owen. Listen, it's very similar. One of the most fascinating things for the Age of Sigmar community listening, or for the 40k community who aren't listening, is how important the terrain was. Because, so on a board, if you guys go and follow the Honest Wargamer or my Twitter, so 6i Skills, and look at the terrain layouts I've put, 8 pieces of terrain on a board were line of sight blocking. So 8 were obscuring on a board. So that was our standard, and is, I would say, a fair standard. And then there were 4 other pieces. Maybe there were forests, which are -1 to shoot through. So there were 12 pieces of terrain on the board, which is 4 more than Games Workshop suggests for Age of Sigmar, and all of them affected shooting. So when you're talking about 40k being a shooting game and Age of Sigmar like having a shooting issue, I don't think who knows in Age of Sigmar 3, whatever. But the real issue is that 40k does something about it, like significantly so. Like they have terrain that does something about it, and like seeing it today, like Matt, when we put the 40k terrain out yesterday, his brain was like, where the fuck do the models go? Like, you're like, what? This is so much terrain. And like, we don't really get that in Age of Sigmar. So, from what I've heard, Rob, you just play what you want and get fucked by Drukhari and Admech. Glowdan, that's how it works, baby. Debating between adding Dominion Cruel Boys for a few gobos I already have, or buying a new army, says Blank Capitan. What are you thinking, Ben? What do you want to get? Hey, Hardcore Reaper, just talked to my local Games Workshop manager and he let slip that apparently the company-wide instructions on how to set up the AOS store displays deliberately omit Skaven and Beast of Chaos battle tomes. Maybe not mean anything, but it is interesting stuff. Oh, that is interesting. Hardcore Reaper. Not sure what that might mean. Generally, they don't tend to have any kind of sales points like that, but maybe there's something there. AOS planning playing Skaven Pure Skyer while working on a Wolf Vampire, says Kelbar. You got this. Thoughts about Archeon in 3.0? I think Archeon's going to be very strong. Very much looking forward to seeing some more Archeon play. Yeah. I think I'm very excited about playing Idneth Deepkin. I want to play a bunch of Sharks. Is something I'm tempted to do. I have Tzeentch army, and I have a Seraphon army, and I have a Sylvaneth army. Even thinking of playing Triple Durthu. Don't hate me. Don't hate me because you hate me. Yeah? Thinking of playing Triple Durthu. I think it'll be a terrible list. But I think I'd really like to try that out. Like, something about it. But we'll see. Owen, going to try and make OBR work because I'm a contrary bastard, says Owen. You got this. Quad Durthu, what's the point? Math Mallow, Quad Durthu's too much, but I think triple's enough, right? Yeah? Triple Blowpipe Dude with the Mother Beetle, says Crazy Horse. Okay. Do you mean... Oh my god, what did MJ Pegasus call him the other day? What's he called? The Warsong Beetle? No. The Warsong Revenant, isn't he? He called him something else that was fucking gorgeous. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. He did it the other day. It was great. Are you already giving up on the Cruel Boys? Kegger Fort. No, I'm not getting the Cruel Boys, but I'm going to paint the Cruel Boys really... I'm going to paint the Cruel Boys as well as I can so that they're really pretty. And so, and also the book's not out for them yet. So when I get the models, I'm not going to... How can I play an army where the rules aren't out yet? That's the one. Big shout out to the only JP who's in the chat who won Best Sports at the 40k tournament today. One of the things to say about our Best Sports award that we do at the TS Arena for the Honest Wargamer events is we make it a free ticket to another event that you'd like to come to in the future. And I think that that's a really nice prize because the sort of people who we want to come back to the arena are people who are really fun to play Warhammer with. So why not give a free ticket to the Best Sport? So we do that every time. And I think that's... what do you guys think of that as the prize? Instead of just a trophy or whatever, it's just like, oh, I got a free ticket. Maybe we'll do a trophy as well eventually, but I think that's good. I'm building more Harbingers. It's a whole new world. Go on, Owen. Harbingers! Wow. Of course you didn't display your Beast of Chaos battle team yourself in ambush. Colonel Cabbage, how do you feel? Colonel Cabbage, your name's being besmirched all over Twitter at the moment. People are trying to drag you into conversations about Beast of Chaos. It's just not fair. Rob, what did you print the Eldar scenery with? I did him with PLA printers, Ender 3 V2s and Ender 3 V2 Pros is what I did. But they were just Ender 3s is what I printed them on. That's a good way to foster a fun community, says Joe PLC. Thanks. I think that works. If anyone in stream is on the fence about visiting Rob's stories, they're all worth going to. Gross. Gross. Don't give me compliments. I don't like that. That's a good idea. Proper incentive and reward for being a decent person, says Tavi Gain. I just think you kind of want, like... I mean, a ticket to another tournament isn't even that much of a big deal, right? Like, as a thing. But I think you want those people to be like, I'm going to come back. Because those are sorts of, like, the people who won, and that's brilliant. Like, but if you're a good sport, I think you want those people. Don't bother playing the OS teams on next month, though. Gilly, if ever I win a Best Sports Award, I'll marry it. It'll be my trophy wife. Good job, Gitli. Good job, Gitli. Good job. You only want cool people at parties, says Owen Jackson. You got it, baby. Tavi Gain, I'm only good for monetary rewards. Tavi, come on. It's all about the sports. The value of money is great. You can easily make your entry money back in free beers if you tag 4 per round. That's true as well. Oh, God. Right. I don't have ages, and I've waffled enough. But key takeaways from today. It's like a little, what's the right word? Diary entry, isn't it, really? The stream streak at this point. Stream streak 467. 468 tomorrow, and when I'm live with Owen Jackson or Nathan Prescott, or any of the two, on Monday, it's going to be stream streak 469. That's right. It's party time, baby. 469. Boop, boop, boop. Is it true you're coming to Sweden in 2022? Streaming. Ulf Erling. That has been confirmed. I will be in Sweden in 2022. Crazy Horse. Man, fuck. Thanks for donating £59 to the show. That's super lovely of you. That's really nice. That's sweet. Thank you. Did friend of the show, Mark Wildman, take absolute filth today? He did. Friend of the show, Mark Wildman, actually won the event today with his Drukari. And I think everyone had a good time. I think most of what people are doing was just relearning the rules. I think the first few events back are going to be people just learning rules, man. I think that's what it's going to be about. So, yeah. If I've got any key takeaway today, your first event's back, I think it's just going to be people learning the rules for stuff. So, that's quite fun to do. So cut yourself some slack and maybe cut your opponent some slack the first few events you have back and just try and have some fun. Because we're all going to be relearning how to play this mad game again. So, get into it. Hey, Gitley, Dave. Rob's in the diary room talking about takeaways. Yeah, that's true. Happy days. It's booked. All right, I'm going to go because I've got to set up all of the terrain for tomorrow, which has been fun. Thank you for the gifts from Crazy Horse. That was super nice for anyone who subscribed. Sorry that this is just, again, a mad ramble late at night, but I just want to hit 469. I think I want to hit 500. We're on the road to 500, guys. 469, 500. We're doing 500 days in a row, and then we can say we did the 500. We did 500 days during lockdown. It started with fucking Tiger King. It ended with Hancock getting a blozzer behind the sheds or whatever. We had a great time. So, 469 on Monday, 31 days to go, big 500 party. And we'll all do it. Didn't someone else do 500 daily shows? This is Warhammer Rob. How many did he do? Because I'm doing more than that. If he did 500, I'm doing 501. Yeah, if he did 550, I'm doing 551. Just pick me a fucking number, Warhammer Rob, and I'm hitting it. Road to 1,000. Anyway, listen, all of you, stay healthy, look after yourselves. Don't forget that this game is so fun. Like, put your creativity into building your armies and having a good time, and then go share that with other people. Don't share it with, like, some fucking trolls on Twitter or whatever. Like, just share it with the people around you who are going to have a great time, have some beers, have some decaf teas, just fucking play some Warhammer, right? You guys are great. Great. Love you tons. Talk to you soon. Oh, and thanks to everyone who's making an app. Apparently, I'll announce this now. Late night. This is late night. We have currently, this is a secret, 2 apps in development. Not one. That's right. For Warhammer Plus. 2 apps. 2. Warhammer Plus. Yeah? Fucking The Honest Wargamer Plus. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Hydro Homies. I met a Hydro Homie today. He was a fucking great guy. Like, I met a bunch of guys today who I've not met before who listen to the show. Wonderful people. Thanks to everyone on Patreon. Thanks to you guys in chat. Loads of love. Talk to you soon. Bye.